about school shootings, and I always say this. Can we document any one time that a black school ever had a massive... Now, they may have some shootings outside the school.
Right.
Or they may have one student get into it with altercation with another student. But there's never been in the history of America where somebody's went into a black school and shot it up like these schools.
Yeah.
Not one. You know why? Because law enforcement, that school is already treated with law enforcement there. That school is already locked down as if it's a jail, and you ain't just going to walk in and do that. Because it's already treated like a prison. These schools are treated like schools, so they're very vulnerable.
Yeah.
See the difference?
Yeah, I always was wondering about people that
they're very vulnerable. You're not finna walk to no hood school and put no 2x4s on the door. Somebody won't know, hey, what you doing there, man? Because they got somebody at every door.
Yeah.
Because they treat our schools are already prison-like schools. So nobody's going to enter into prison just like nobody's going to just enter into our schools.
Yeah, it's weird to me because they always go for the most vulnerable.
Well, it's those schools that don't have a police officer. They may have a resource person, but they don't have we have cops at our school. Just the presence of a police car in front of school is going to deter a school shooting in the hood.
These teens are charged with conspiracy to commit a mass Columbine-style school shooting. Connor Pruitt, 13, and his 14-year-old buddy Philip Bird were allegedly planning to target their middle school in Lehigh Acres, Florida. The arrest happened after an 8th grade teacher got a tip from a student at the school that one of the boys had a gun in his backpack. When the backpack was opened, no gun was found, but police say there was a map with markings allegedly showing the exact location of all of the surveillance cameras in the school. The teens are said to have been extensively studying the 1999 Columbine massacre. What do you say about what you think their intent was?
I am absolutely convinced that we prevented a mass shooting. The two suspects have been surfing online, trying to buy guns on the black market. They researched thoroughly Columbine. They were inspired by Columbine.
Deputies searched their homes and found ammo, shotgun shells, knives, and other weapons. Philip Bird's mother, Carrie Tuller, broke down in tears during their appearance in court on Sunday.
He's just a little boy.
I spoke with Carrie and stepdad Chris today. Carrie, how are you convinced that your son was not about to carry out a mass shooting?
My son is no monster. He would not have hurt anybody. My niece goes to the school, and he sure as heck wouldn't have hurt his family.
Are you guys following the case of this would-be school shooter who was stopped by the FBI the day before the shooting was planned? So on Wednesday, the FBI gets this anonymous tip, and this person says that their friend is planning a mass shooting at Mooresville High School, which is in Indiana, on Valentine's Day, which was the next day. The tipster said that 18-year-old Trinity Shockley had told them through Snapchat that Trinity was going to commit this mass shooting the next day. Trinity was referring to the shooting as Parkland Part 2 and had access to an AR-15, rounds of ammunition, and had just ordered a bulletproof vest. So thank God the FBI takes it seriously and raids the apartment of Trinity and Trinity's father and uncover the most disturbing scene. Police say Trinity's bedroom walls were covered in pictures of mass shooters and school shooters. Trinity had a poster hanging from a movie called Zero Day, which apparently is about a school shooting. I'd never heard of it, but anyways, had a heart-shaped locket with a picture of Nicholas Cruz in it, and then on backpack, I guess, had buttons with the faces of these shooters on it. On top of that, the tipster was right, and they found the AR-15, the ammunition, and the bulletproof vest. Then police interviewed the counselor who said that Trinity had been trying to get mental health counseling since freshman year, but Trinity's dad would not allow for it. This past October, Trinity finally turned 18 and signed up for the counseling at school. The counselor told police that Trinity admitted to being sexually attracted to Cruz, had already named the children they were going to have together, and had written to him multiple times. Trinity is currently being questioned by police and was charged with conspiracy to commit murder and 2 terrorism-related charges.
All right, this is insane and absolutely frightening. Law enforcement has reported that they foiled another school shooting attempt, but this time it was a 13-year-old. I want everyone to think about that in this country. The things are so dystopian right now that a 13-year-old was in the process of planning out an attack at his school. And thank goodness to the work of law enforcement and detectives, thank goodness this was foiled. But it makes you think, how much longer do we have to live like this? In what world do we have to live like this? Every other industrialized nation's figured this out. The problem is the ease of access to firearms. Look, just this week, Charlie Kirk's incident had to be interrupted for coverage from another incident of a shooting in Colorado in a school. We're the only nation where this happens. And rather than having a nation where kids don't have to go to schools where their parents buy them bulletproof backpacks, and we don't have to have active shooter drills, we don't have to talk about hardening infrastructure, why don't we just explain what the problem is, which is ease of access to firearms? That a 13-year-old kid who could potentially have an access to firearm to carry out an incident is a country that's not safe. President Trump, you want to call yourself the law and order candidate? The guy who's going to put down crime? What about crime in which a 13-year-old can claim the lives of his classmates? Enough is enough here.